Well, hello everyone. Today is July 29th, 2014. My gastric sleeve operation was July 23rd, so I am 7 days post-op. And what a 7 days it's been. It's nice to be talking to you unmedicated. Today was my first day back to sort of a kind of a half day. I didn't want to push myself too hard. I felt good, but by the end of the day, I was definitely tired. Um, I have really sort of learned a few things along the way, and tomorrow is my first post-op appointment with my doctor. I think, first and foremost, um, if you've watched any of my earlier videos, before I had my surgery, I was buying chicken broth, like different cans of it. And my sister said, you need to make some chicken broth by Julia Childs. Well, I didn't do it, but she did it. And I cannot tell you what a lifesaver that was. So, piece of advice. Plan very much for your post-operative nutritional care. And with that, I mean, one of the things I've noticed is that even though I had all the, injury packets and stuff, my body was really craving nutrition, not just powder flavored stuff. So my sister made me some fabulous chicken broth. I mean, really good chicken broth. And I really think that was key essential to part of my recovery. Adding the protein powder to it was easy. It helped thin things. I could add it to things. It was flavorful. And I just really think that I sort of underestimated that a little bit, and I really feel that's important. The other thing I found was when I was doing my soups, there's an organics line. There was a squash soup and a tomato soup. Very, very good, easy to eat, well seasoned, and if you need to thin it with a little chicken broth, boy, that was a really good thing. I tried really hard during those initial days to get it all in, but the truth of the matter is you're not going to do it. You just can't. You can try, but it's a full-time job. But I really I just felt like my body was really, really craving nutrition. I drank a muscle milk. I still can't go back to them. It just tasted nauseous to me. And so I realized that I got a magic bullet, thankfully, and began to use that, and my son's girlfriend sort of helped too. And I realized the value of having some really nutritious things for you and then sort of supplementing on the ongoing. And I can see in my future how vitally important my little piece of real estate is, that nutrition and quality food is going to be paramount to success here. The interesting thing is that I have experienced hunger. Now, I'm not exactly sure, but I thought, okay, maybe I need to drink more water. But no, it was hunger. And I could satisfy that hunger fairly well with some soup or something, but I noticed that that was really, really key for me. So it'll be interesting tomorrow when I talk to the, my post-op, PRN, what she says about that and what that kind of means going into the future. I can tell you, I miss chewing so bad. It's like, oh my God, I really want to chew. So I chew on popsicles, but there's just something, I just feel like I just want to go eat because I want to chew on something. So that's been probably a mind thing a little bit, but certainly important. Last night was the first night I was able to sleep in my bed. And I still had to have some pillows propped up with me without sleeping in a recliner. Maybe it's because of my age, I'm 55, that this old girl just isn't recovering quite as fast as she wishes she could. But it has taken a little bit for me to sort of climb out of the medication fog and just the getting back on my feet fog. So it's been a journey. I think my incisions are healing pretty well. I did have a couple days where I had some very, very, I had a lot of diarrhea issues, and I'm just going to call it like it is. I know some people complain of having constipation issues. Yeah, not so much. In fact, I was very worried because at one point I thought I'm really struggling to maintain good hydration, and if this keeps up, I could be in trouble. So I seem to be okay. It seems to be settled down. I did call the doctor, and so we'll probably talk about that again tomorrow. I find that I don't like to wear things around my waist yet. I like to have things comfortable, and the glue stitches are finally starting to kind of come off, and that they just kind of itchy, and I'm kind of a picker, so I don't know. Probably I may or may get chastised for that or not. Oh, I guess I should talk about my stats since that's big, but the thing I find is that post-operatively, I think your weight can really fluctuate a lot because they pump you with so much fluids and retention of stuff. But anyway, at my highest weight, I was 263.8 pounds. When I got on the scale today, I was 245 pounds, so that felt good. But we'll see what the doctor's scale says tomorrow. It's not easy, this transition. So I look forward to the first, which is when they say I can have pureed foods, and I can maybe have some kind of varietal diet, because I do feel that my diet is really stagnant right now. I haven't gone to the shakes much, the protein shakes. I just find sort of unappealing, and I'm not really sure why. I use a lot of the unflavored protein, and I like the vanilla, but chocolate, for some reason, which was my go-to thing, I've not had much of a flavor for. But things that are of a citrus base, I kind of like. Haven't noticed too much of changes in things that I liked in the past. Water may be an issue. It tastes kind of weird, and I don't know if that's going to continue or if that will change a little bit. I like ice chips. I like popsicles, but citrus seems to be my go-to flavor. I bought some sugar-free Gatorade because I was worried about my electrolytes and things, and that just was it just was too sweet. It just, bleh. So, and I always used to say there was nothing too sweet or, too rich for this girl's blood, and that might have changed now. So, anyway, that's my 7-day post-op update, and I will keep you posted and let you know what the doctor says and how my weight loss is going as I move into my pureed phase. And I hope too that maybe as I do that, I can start sharing some recipes and things that I love. But if there's nothing else, you gotta learn to make Julia Childs chicken broth because it's a godsend. Freezes, easy to use. Okay, have a great day. Bye.